right, got half of my airplane fold. Now I'm going to work on the other half. Sorry, I had to turn that off. I was struggling. This piece of cloth is a little too stretchy. But now that I have my handy dandy iron out, I'm making sure I'm getting nice points. As my sister says, and reminds me often, I'm very OCD. When my good friend tells me, man, you make great folds. Yeah, what he doesn't realize is that that comes with a price. At least it's coming together this time. My goodness, first couple times I tried to fold this, it was all cattywampus. Had several layers that were not matched up. Then I figured out I had it folded wrong. The opposite direction from the way it had come. All right, now I have my folds in place. When you have an airplane fold corrected, you have two here, multiple folds on the opposite side. Come back in a minute and we'll get that tied up. I have the pattern drawn on my mandala. Next, I'll begin folding and tying with sinew. Alright, I've started my sinew. I made one fold. I am going to pull from this side this time because I'm going to continue my design. Trying to wrap tight enough to get good lines with my sinew. A little further up the design, I will have more than one crease in my mandala. Right now I'm only making one fold over. Probably on the next fold I'll have to do more than one fold in the... Alright, so wrap it at least 3 times. Flatten it. Hold it as tight as possible and pull tight. Alright. I think I can make 2 folds in this one. Okay, there we go. Going to continue folding this. I will be back when I get it ready to dye. I'm working on the heart section. I thought you might be interested in watching the struggle with that. Thick pieces of material are difficult to fold. And this material is thicker than the last piece that I put a heart on. So I'm struggling to hold that in place and continue the fold. Hope you can see what I'm doing. And since my hearts have been broken recently, I'm going to try really hard to get this one right. All right. Jesus mends the broken heart. All right, I'll get this sinewed and be back at the dye. Right, time to start applying dye. Fun, fun. I have here lemon yellow, and it's going on for my center portion. I have several spoons here. I've decided to do like Stephanie and wash them and reuse them. Next is golden yellow, which is much chunkier and looks kind of orange. It's hard not to get too much, or it is for me anyway. I'm new at this, really. Haven't done it very many times. Next is light red. I don't think I got a bit of that on that. Boy. I'll continue placing dye and come back. Putting dye on does get easier as you get to the bigger spots. I am going to hot water irrigate this. After I finish placing the dye. Trying to work the dye into every place it needs to be. I'm repeating my colors. I am now back to Chinese red. And yes, I was putting some down inside the holes. Seems to be the only way I can get it everywhere I need it to go. Next, I'm going to do the heart in hot hibiscus. And that's this section. My sinew didn't stay where I put it. I was having trouble with my heart. I did get it to fold finally after several attempts. Right, the heart and hot hibiscus. Next, we're going into the blues for the outer section. So I have Grecian Sea and Cayman Isle. very powdery dye compared to some of these that I've put on today. Yes, I am trying to get it down inside the folds. Yes. That's the key to hot water irrigation. Tapestry is almost dry, if you wondered. I will be putting more soda ash on, and I'll be back when I get started with the irrigation. Sprinkling with soda ash. I'm going to be pouring a bunch of hot water through here. I want the pH to stay up so that the dye takes well. Yes, I have a mask on, so I'm not breathing this part. If you wondered why I sound different, that's why. But I guess it doesn't make any difference that teachers have to wear these to teach. Is that true, you think? Alright, have the soda ash on. I'll start the irrigation process in a second. Spraying first with the small spray bottle. This is to put your dye and soda ash in place, basically, so that when the irrigation starts, it doesn't just run off. So this is the beginning of the process. I know Greg uses cheesecloth. Shout out to Goyo's Garden. When he's starting this process. Alright, now we have the big sprayer. That was my big bottle sprayer, full of boiling hot water. And I don't seem to have it pumped. Alright, forcing hot water and dye down through the cloth. It takes the dye a lot quicker this way. You do have to let your project set for a while to allow the dye time to bond with the material. But you can get to rinse out and reveal in the same day with hot water irrigation. And I need to pump my sprayer up again. See you after a while. Alright, got the sprayer going again. It seems to be having problems keeping its pressure today. I may have to get a new one. They're not very expensive. Maybe that's why it's having trouble holding its pressure. Not really made for hot water. It's really made for spraying your yard. But I've never used it for that. Only for hot water irrigation. I hope my heart turns out right this time. I sure like hot hibiscus. It's a pretty color. Very pretty color. Well, got to charge the sprayer again. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Come back for the reveal.